everyone. I am starting the new year with a new adventure in my house. I have decided to paint every closet in my home. Why? I don't know. I think it's more to keep my mind off of things that might be bothering me, which there's not that much, but just the condition of our lovely country at this time. But anyway, I am in the back bedroom. I've decided to start in my guest bedroom, and I actually already did the guest closet, and I should have already videoed it and showed you what it looked like empty and what it looked like before I got it painted. But it holds all of my Christmas decorations, Halloween decorations, traveling accessories, and then still serves as a closet for the guests who come. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So you're probably going to think, well, that doesn't look all that good, but trust me, it really does. The closet had a lot of scratches on it, and I just gave it a fresh coat of semi-gloss paint. It's a little bit darker than what was in here previously, but anyway, you can see this is where I store Halloween, Christmas, trees, gifts, travel accessories, things that my sister and her niece use when they come to visit, bags, bedding when I want to change my bedding. Anyway, it keeps the closet pretty full. It's not very pretty. It's a pretty good size closet, but I know that doesn't look very good, but at least it's, for me, organized, put up, and out of the way. Now, in the hallway, this is where I am heading off into my next venture. This is a closet that we store jackets, more travel accessories, and my vacuum cleaner. And you can kind of see that it is pretty scratched up. It was scratched up when we moved in 18 years ago, but I had to move in quickly because we were teachers and I had to get my business going at school. So what the condition of the closet was not a concern. I just needed to move in and get going. So this is what it looks like. You can see, pretty banged up. And there is carpet, of course, in the closets. And this is that storage closet. And then the one over here, which I've cleaned out too, is, this is my art closet. This is where I keep all my art supplies. It has a great amount of 3 shelves. It's not very big, but it certainly holds a lot. It's not quite as banged up as the other one. These have pull lights. This is how old this house is. It's got pull lights. But you can see scratches, you know, and various things going on that, again, were done before I moved in. And so I'm going to get this all done and then show you what it looks like when it's all painted. Now, to get all these closets empty, they had to go in my other 2 rooms. So the guest room is now housing my vacuum cleaner, sewing machine, extra rugs, my wedding dress, toys that belong to my husband, coats, and jackets. And then down the hall into my daughter's bedroom, I have stored art supplies. And the art supplies are literally all over the floor. And she's gonna come home this weekend, so I've got to get this done. So art supplies, and I will tell you, I'm such a neat freak that this gives me like high anxiety. So it's got to get done and back in the closet. But at least I do have places to put it that people, you know, can not worry about, because the other part of the house looks just fine. The closet where I keep my coats, I also store games. And I have actually gone through games and gotten rid of things that I know we aren't going to play anymore. I have organized the games, put them in better condition. Here's more coats and things that were in the closet. I've gone through all of my art supply boxes. I've gotten rid of things, and the back of my car is now full of things that are going either to the garbage or to give away and whatnot. So this is the condition of my house right now, and I will be taping off the closet floors. I put tape around the edge where the carpet is, and I have already taped off the closet hangers where the bar hanger goes, and the light. I taped it off so I wouldn't have to take that all down. So that's where I'm at, that's where I'm going, and I will see you when it is hopefully done. You might be curious as to what paint I am using. It is called City Lights. It is a Valspar paint. I just discovered it when reading online that Sherwin-Williams bought Valspar. So it's their company. It's just a lesser brand. So rather than $80 a gallon, this one is $48, which, my gosh, that's high enough. But I'm using a semi-gloss interior paint, and so far I've really liked it. It's a beige, well, I should say kind of an eggshell color with an almond flavor to it. And I really like how it makes the closets look really bright and shiny and new, and I think I'm really gonna like it. But these are my tools that I'm using, and that is the paint. City Lights. All right, it is the next day, and I am ready to show you the results of the closet painting. You can't really tell, I mean, that much, other than it just looks really clean and fresh and no scratches. This is the closet for my art supplies, and I think that will look so much better. And of course I vacuumed and went around the edges really good. And then this next closet is the one that's just off the guest bedroom, and we store jackets and coats, some travel supplies, games, my sewing machine, things like that. And of course it's all nice and fresh too. No more scratches on the walls. I think I'm really proud of it. Now I did have to do the ceilings too. This is an opening for getting into the attic. I don't know how on earth you get up there because this shelf is in the way, but anyway, I did not do anything to the popcorn piece up there, but I did paint the edging that goes around it. And I'm hoping that in my other closets there's not going to be ceilings to paint, because those ceilings are not much fun. But it was done, and it's ready to put all of this stuff back into the closet. Clothes, my wedding dress, boxes of my husband's old toys, metal toys that I just cannot get rid of, rugs that I store until I change my bedding. And then in my daughter's room, it is really a big mess. These are all the art supplies. Here's the hallway. Got boxes in here that go back in the art closet. And then most everything that's here in the floor is either games or art supplies that go back in the closet. Oh, it will be so nice to get this all back in there and done. It took about, I would say, maybe 8 hours to get the closets prepped and actually done. Of course, I took some breaks and had lunch and whatnot, but I am so proud. 3 closets down, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 to go. I don't know if I'm going to do my husband's closet or not, but my next venture will be my daughter's closet, and it is pretty wide, so it's going to take some time, but I think I'm going to like having it done and everything fresh. It is the next day, and my art closet is complete. Everything is back in and organized from bottom to top. And I kind of put things together that go together. For instance, behind my tote bag that just has various supplies that I can carry with me. Down at the bottom, I have all my jewelry supplies, and those are easy to get out. In this section, I have my fabric paints and some books. In this section, I have just various clay materials, markers, more books, things like that. And then up at the top, I have my canvases, my college work that I can't seem to throw away. And then wrapping materials are over here as well. Ribbon, curling ribbon, and things like that. So that is my art closet, done, fresh, no scratches on the wall. It looks absolutely beautiful, and I am so happy and I feel so fresh. And then in my guest room closet that we use for coats and jackets, all the coats and jackets are on one side, travel accessories on the other, like my husband's luggage, vacuums, and my other vacuum will go in here in this space. And then I have my pastel work materials, and then this is my jewelry bag that I carry to if we have craft shows and things like that, and it has some of my finished necklaces in it. And then I have rugs stored back here in the corner as well. And then up on top, my game section is all neatly organized. Now we can come and find a game without having all of them falling down on us when we pull it out. All right, so those two closets are done, fresh, no scratches on the wall. Looks so great. I feel like I've moved into a new home. And now it's time to move on to my daughter's room. So I had to empty the closet, so let's look at that, and I've already done that. So in her room, here is her closet. She's got a really nice, expansive closet. I call it my daughter's room. She doesn't live here anymore, but when she comes to stay, this is her room that she spent her high school years in. And so the closet is empty. I have everything taped off. Let me turn the light on so we can see. Everything is taped off. I tape around the carpet edges. I put down my plastic. I have canvas over here on the other side, just because it doesn't stretch all that far. I had to remove the rods, the hanging rods, and tape off the holders. And you can see I've already started up here at the top. The top is complete with the taping off. I decided not to do the ceiling in here because it's just too hard. And it doesn't look that bad. It's not that far off from the original color, or from the new color anyway, so I don't think it'll be that bad. But you can definitely see where I have started and where I've got to go. And there are the scratches on the wall. This side's not too bad, not really. But you can see some scuffs and scratches down here at the bottom. But the other side seems to be a little bit worse. You can see scratches there, and then you can see where I've started to come down the wall. I work from top to bottom so that I can get all that done. Here's the back side of the closet doors. Anyway, so this is ready to go. So to empty her closet, here is what came out of the closet. We still have all of her toys. I mean, not all of them, obviously, but she had a collection of Little People, Fisher-Price Little People, whatever they're called. That was just cute stuff. And my husband's old vintage fire truck that he won when he was little, and then a talking Mickey Mouse. He's turned upside down there. I didn't know that he fell down. And then this section is Barbies. My daughter has a massive collection of Barbies, and we just cannot get rid of them. They're just, we can't. I won't let her. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they're going to be in the closet for whenever she might want them. And then back here in the back, the results of the pandemic. We still have toilet paper that we have collected. Not a massive amount, but enough that we should be okay if we hopefully, dreadfully, don't have to go through that again. But anyway, the other side of her room looks pretty good. It's back in order and she can come home. In fact, she is coming this weekend, so this side will be okay for her to come back home. All the little bears back in place from the Disney tree that was there. Oh, I hated taking down Christmas. And then in the other room, here is the rest of what is in her closet, which is actually my junk. These are my clothes that I wear around the house, plus Disney clothes. And then back there in the back, I have some linen clothes that I don't wear real often. So all of the clothes are on the bed. And I have this little thing that I made one time for, I keep keeping it because I think, oh, wouldn't that be fun for a kid to pull out and play. It's like a little town that I did, and it stretches out pretty far. It even has a little church over here and a shop and a bakery. I should throw it away, but I can't. I spent so many hours on it, and so it's going to be here for a playhouse for somebody sometime. So it was in the closet as well. And then here are the other things that were in that closet. As I've said, I don't know how many times, probably 150. I have retired from teaching, and here are all my books and art plans that I used at school. Thinking that, what am I going to do with all this? You know, my daughter teaches art. She teaches high school, so that this won't do her any good in high school. But these are all elementary books and art lesson plans and things. And I don't know, there's something in me that cannot get rid of them. I actually had a plan to maybe do a YouTube and teach elementary art lessons for kids. That's a thought. There's some out there that do really well. And anyway, that's a thought. So all the boxes are neatly in the hallway, which doesn't look really cool. Sorry, family. But they'll be put up when her closet gets done. And today we are foggy outside. It is just like really, it's cold and foggy. We're supposed to get some snow this weekend, but wow, icy cold and foggy today. And in the results of the wind from the other day. Now we had the farmer's fields back in my yard. Oh well, but pretty day, even though it's foggy. So I am finished with that part. I have now 3 closets, 3 closets done, 1 in process, and 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 more to go. So thanks for hanging with me, and more to come soon. Good morning. I'm still in my pajamas, and I am putting everything back in the closet that I just finished, which is in my daughter's room. So I will show you. I forgot to show what it looked like when it was all done and the tape on the floor and everything, but I think that's not necessarily something that anybody would want to see, but I will show the results of the finished process. So here's my daughter's closet. I have already started putting the boxes that were in the hallway back in the closet, but now you can see how shiny and no scratches on the wall, and the carpet is all vacuumed and ready to go, and both sides are done. So I have already started putting boxes back in, and I'm trying to put the boxes in so that I can get to them really easily if I needed something. So these are all my teaching and school book boxes, and then over here on this side are the little people's things and our stash of toilet paper. It's really not too bad, but I am kind of embarrassed about how much we have stashed. But, you know, who knows? You never know. And then up here at the top, I've already put the toys back up here, and all of the Barbie paraphernalia over on the other side. So everything fit back in really nicely, and now all I have to do is put in the clothes. Clothes are now back in. I have things that I wear around the house, leggings and yoga pants, things like that, sweatshirts, hoodies on this side. On this side, Disney clothes. At the bottom, more Disney clothes. And then at the back, linen wear and some costumes that my daughter had when she was little that I can't seem to get rid of. So I've still got a little room down here. Good, but ridiculous. I need to go through some of these and give away at some point, but I think I will do that after I finish all the painting. So on to the next closet, and I'm thinking that it will probably be mine. Excuse my paint shirt. It is time to start on the room closet that I've been dreading, and I'm about halfway through unloading it. Anyway, this is what it looks like so far. I've got most of the bottom 2 tiers of clothing gone. This side is gone, and it's ready to be vacuumed and kind of polished up. And the only thing I have left is shoes. So I have to unload all of these, take them to the other room, and I will be ready to start prepping and getting this ready to go for painting. So where did all my clothes go? They are in my daughter's bedroom and in the back bedroom. That's the upper tier of clothes. Here is the hallway that had boxes and things in the on the bottom of the floor. And then the rest of my stuff is going to go in here in the office. And this was the bottom tier that has jeans and vests and things like that, purses. So here we go. And you may be wondering, why do you want to paint your closets? Well, we've been here 18 years, and you know, everything's just, I mean, I didn't scuff it up. It was scuffed up before we moved in, but like I said, we were teaching and we had to get here quickly and move in, so I didn't have time to work on closets. So it's just, you know, generally just scuffed up, and holes need to be repaired and just generally cleaned up. So that's why I wanted to get all the closets done. Well, 2 days, about 2.5 days later, the bathroom is done. The painting is done, the closet is done painting, and I also did the front of my cabinets on the vanity. I changed the knobs from what was here, it was kind of gold and silver, to match the bathtub accessories and such. But I'm going with the blue theme, so I just put on these door cabinet knobs that I got from Anthropologie, no kidding, about, I'm going to say 10 years ago. And I've never used them, and I don't know why. They are a deep indigo lapis blue that is going to go with my feature wall in my bedroom, and I absolutely love them. Go with the carpet too. But anyway, here is the bathroom with its pale blue walls. I'm still trying to get used to it. I like it better than the ivory that was here, but it just, you know, takes a while to get used to it. And it's time to put all the bathroom accessories back in that I've had stored in my bedroom. And then here is the final closet before it gets filled up with, I don't want to say junk because it's my clothes and shoes and whatnot, but oh, feel the echo in here. Wow. And it just looks so pretty and so fresh and so clean. And I decided to go with the blue in here too, but leave the cabinetry and the shelving and stuff the same city light color that I've done all the closets. So here it is, nice and fresh, vacuumed, wet jetted. And now I just need to put in the rods and get going on filling the closet back up with my things that I own that I'm going to go through. I'm not going to put everything back in here. We're going to go through some of the stuff. It is Monday, and the closet and bathroom is back together. Everything's back in place. I'm still trying to get used to the blue that I've chosen, but it is fresh. It feels clean, and I think it's going to be fine. I just need to get used to it. When you live in a house of walls being neutral, it's kind of difficult to change and try to get some color, but I'm a color person. Neutrals are okay. It's fine for other people, but I really love color. So I've always wanted a blue bathroom, so I have it. And then here's my closet all done, put back together, neatly organized, I hope, with the blue in the background of the walls. And then I kept the cabinetry, the city light color that I use in all the closets. So everything's done. Shoes are organized by color: blacks, tans, neutrals, reds, blues, silvers, grays, and whites. And then I can't really organize my closet clothes necessarily by color because I have so many colors, but I did put them in summer, autumn, sweaters, jackets, skirts in the back, and then on the other side, jackets and blouses and tops that sort of just, you know, I use in spring and summer, and then whites. And then down at the bottom, denim jackets, vests, shirts that go under sweaters and things, and then all my slacks and pants and jeans and corduroys. And then the shelving has makeup, socks, belts, jewelry, and extra shoes at the bottom. So it is good to go, ready to go. There are some boxes at the bottom of the other side of the closet. I store my jeans and crops. And then in these boxes, which I haven't been able to get rid of, are eagle's eye sweaters, Christmas sweaters, bell points, vests and things. Those are decorative sweaters. They're out of style completely, but I can't get rid of them. Maybe I'll show them someday. Do a video of vintage sweaters and vests. So on to the next project, which will be 2 hall closets. And the first closet should be a guest closet, but it has turned into my dresses and skirts closet. So everything that's long, like dusters and skirts and dresses, go there. Extra towels at the top, paper towels, and then down at the bottom, toilet paper and Kleenexes and contact cleaner and things like that. And then on the other side, the other closet that I'm going to work on is where my husband keeps his sweaters and vests. And then down at the bottom, those are my t-shirts and long sleeve t-shirts and around the house t-shirts, like Disney t-shirts and things like that. So the closets are really not in that bad of a shape, but I've done all the other closets, so I feel like I need to keep a consistency and go ahead and put the city lights into these. So this is what they look like full, and then I'll show you what they look like empty. All right, these closets are done. It's kind of hard to see because there's no light. This light doesn't work in this particular closet. But anyway, these closets are done. I just need to pull up the tape. And here's the other closet with the shelves. It was a little bit harder to do, but got it done. And I even do the ceilings. I know that's kind of stupid, but I went ahead and did the ceilings and the underneath part of the cabinets just to make it feel a little bit more complete. So now all of these boxes go back in. I've had these forever, but they fit perfectly under those shelves. And it holds my t-shirts, like Disney t-shirts and t-shirts that I wear in the summer. And then my husband's vests go in there. And then all of the stuff that's in the hallway, not a lot of stuff, towels and extra toilet paper and paper towels, vests that belong to my husband, candles, a blanket, my husband's sweaters, and he's going to go through those today. He doesn't know that, but he's going to do that. And some more sweaters, and I will be finished with these 2 closets and on to the next, which I think I'm going to do my pantry and just make it feel a little bit fresher. Pantry is done. I completely forgot to take photos of the before, because I had all of these shelves lined with you know, paper that you line shelves with, and it was fruit, and it was just overpowering. So I decided to just take all of those off and make it nice and clean and neat. And so now everything that is on the counters will go back into the pantry, which it wasn't real hard to do. It just took some time, but anyway, all of this goes back in. I am finally in my husband's closet, and I completely forgot to show what it looked like before. But this is all the stuff that goes back in, and we've already started putting things back in, but at least now it is freshly painted. I went and got storage boxes at the Family Dollar store, but you can see on the top, these all used to just be brown, just plain wood, and I painted on the same color as the walls of the trim. And then I'm putting his clothes back in by category. Disney shirts, suits in the back. Down at the bottom we're going to do his work daily shirts, and then I have tubs of things that are going to go here. I just got the tubs so I could organize, and the home edit has really been influencing me, so I'm really trying to get my husband organized too. And then I've already got his pants hung up. Shorts by color, jeans by color, except for these because he wanted those separate, and then dress pants at the end with a robe at the end. And then there's a set of drawers down here that I'll put something in. But anyway, you can see around the edge it's all nice and freshly painted. We have engineered wood, hardwood floors, and so you know, there were dinges and scrapes and dings all over the walls, and now everything is nice and fresh, and my husband has a fresh start as well. So I have now completed 8 closets, and I am so happy. So coming through my kitchen and out to my laundry room, these bags are not trash. These are things that are going to be donated to Goodwill, and there are 4 boxes of clothes that my husband has had since he was like where we used to live, nearly 30 years ago worth of clothes. And we will be married 40 years this summer, and some of these date clear back to that. So I never dreamed that I would get him to let me go through his closet, because he usually, if I ever said it, not today, you know how men are. But now we have lots of things to go to Goodwill, and I just feel so much fresher and cleaned out. Hello everyone. I am getting ready to embark on something that's making me very nervous. I'm going to paint my bedroom. Bathroom is done, utility, the other bathroom, so now it's time to get into my bedroom. So this is what I have planned. Right now it's just sort of a, kind of a beigey tone color, and I really have always wanted an accent wall. So I have taped off this back wall behind the bed, and I'm going to do a lapis blue, which is scaring me to pieces. And I also read that feature walls are going out of style. Now everybody's going to wallpaper. Well, I always jump on board everything too late, but I'm gonna go with it anyway, because I do not want to deal with wallpaper. So I have everything moved, chairs moved, everything that was behind the bed, and I have my bed at an angle. I just like the way that looks. And so we're gonna go behind the feature, behind the bed, and we're going to try a feature wall in lapis blue. So there is the difference that there's going to be on the wall. What was on here before was kind of beigey, and I wanted it to be a little more creamy. So that will be the color of the walls when it is done. So this is the results of my bold trial. Of course, now I've moved the furniture out of the way once again because I am now going to do the other 3 walls. So I have my windows open so that I can see, but there is my lapis blue wall. Now I need to go in with the next color, which is candlelight, which isn't going to be a whole lot different than what was on the wall, but it is a little bit lighter. So when I get a sample on the wall, I'll show you the difference. This came from TJ Maxx, and I don't love it, but it sort of picks up some of the paisley-ish look of the Vera Bradley. It's kind of a contrast. It's really what I have coming, I hope will work better. But this also has a matching bathroom rug that goes with it. So hopefully we'll get all that done. But I'm so proud of the blue bathroom that I've wanted forever. And the lapis blue wall that just, I don't know, every time I come in now, I'm liking it more and more. I just think it really gives a little accent to our bedroom. Anyway, done, finished, moving on to the next project. I thought I would share what I was wearing today. This came from Disney World on our Christmas trip. I absolutely adore it. It has a sequin hoodie that is just so precious. And then the matching pants has a sequin stripe going down the side. It has pockets in the pants and the shirt, of course, with Walt Disney World on the front. Just super super comfy, super cool, and so nice to be just resting instead of painting. I've loved it. It's been a great adventure, but I am wearing down and hoping that it will end maybe a couple weeks after spring break. I've just got the guest room, the office, and the hallway, and then I'm going to have my living room done because the ceilings are too high and I don't want to break any bones or cause any problems. So, adventure painting to continue. All right, this is my daughter's room before I begin painting, and you can't really tell on the walls, but it is sort of a mint green. I think the reason you can't tell too much, well, a little bit more over here, is it is snowing in Texas. We've been in 0 degree and below weather for, this is the 3rd day, so I get to paint and watch the snow. You can see I have all my taping done, and here is the entire wall there. You can see the mint green pretty good. And I've just gathered all of her furniture into the middle of the room and away from the walls, so everything is ready to go. I did have to do one patch above the door, and that is drying. The pink will turn white, and I taped the crack and sealed it with a plaster type material. And so, and here's my get up that I keep wearing because I don't want to mess up anything else, but I'm pretty splattered, but I'm not too messy. But anyway, I am ready to begin. And the color that we're going to use in this room, we're going to go up from mint green. It's called Rosy Glow. So it's going to be sort of a very, very pale, or it's supposed to be a pale, pale pink. And that is what she wanted for her room. Even though she doesn't live here, this is where she stays when she comes to visit. So I thought it would look really pretty against the French country furniture, which has a little bit of yellow and green in it. And I didn't want to match it exactly so that the furniture would pop off the color of the wall. So I think if I did a matchy thing, like a yellow or another green, which it's kind of a, I would say, it's definitely not mint green. It's kind of like a seafoam, or I don't know what kind of green is in the furniture. This furniture was built in 1978, so that's how old it is, but we really like it, so I'm not going to get rid of it. It's more of a youth type furniture, but it serves its purpose, it fits the room, so we'll just go with it. But anyway, I thought that the paint color was going to make the furniture pop a little bit better than the mint green does. So here we go. So my daughter's room is now finished, so I'm going to do the big reveal. Here is the rosy glow, and I do not have the light on right now because I wanted you to see it just with the natural light coming through the plantation shutters. But I rearranged her room just a little bit, not much, because it just, I don't know, the bed just doesn't seem to look right in any other position. I even tried a corner, but I don't know, it just doesn't look right. But anyway, here's the rosy glow paint color as opposed to the mint green, and I think I really like it. I moved a floor rug in here, and I don't know that I'm going to leave it. I don't know that it needs it, but I'm getting a new rug for my bedroom, which hasn't come yet or even shipped. So I just transferred it in here for the moment because it has those pink colors in it. But I think it goes really good with her bedding ensemble, and it makes the furniture pop a little bit more, this rosy glow color. And I changed around how I had her nightstand, and so anyway, I think I like it. It's at first it kind of reminded me of Pepto-Bismol, but it's really not. It's not a bright pink. It's a very soft, delicate pink, which is what we were going for, and I think it'll be great. Goes with her little vintage chair. She's got one at her home too, so if she ever wants this one to go with the one that she has at her apartment, she can certainly have that. I changed the dolls from over here. They used to be on the vanity top, and I moved them over here. This was from her grandmother, my mother, and then I moved the little collection dolls, little porcelain dolls, over here on top of the chest of drawers, and these are from her dad's mother, her other grandmother, and we just can't put them up right now. They're just too precious. And then these are paintings that Suzanne did in high school. I cannot put them away. I think they're just so sweet and add to her special room that she stays in when she comes home. I know it's a little bit young girlish, but we like it. She likes it. This is a decoupage table that we did way back in the day of Mary Engelbreit paper dolls, and I love it. She loves it, so I've kept it out. And then her little Disney World Alice in Wonderland teacup teapot. Can't go to a room without my teacups and teapots. So anyway, I think this is a very sweet room now. Very happy seeing the mint green gone. It felt kind of cold when it was mint green, and now this rosy glow makes it feel warm and inviting, and I like it. Here's what it looks like with the lights on. Not really that much of a change. This is about midday, it's noonish, but you can see more of the warm glow of the pink with the light on as opposed to the light off. So done, finished. Now my next adventure is moving into the guest room, which I have already worked on fixing cracks and dings in the ceiling. So I'm doing a pre-prep on that. These are in the corner, and then over here above the doors there was some cracking going on, so that will all be finished. And then I'll need to remove the curtains, take those down, and get the taping done, and that probably won't happen until next week because we kind of have a busy weekend going on. But this is the guest room, and the color is going to kind of be shocking like my bedroom. I'm going to have a feature wall of hunter green, very bluish green color and then the side walls are going to be the same candlelight glow that I have in my bedroom. And speaking of my bedroom, it is now all finished except for the new rug, which hopefully will be coming pretty soon. And I changed the rug to go with the floor, to go with the bedding just a little bit more, because I changed the bedding. This is my Vera Bradley bedding that I get out in springtime, and I'm just, I don't know, after that snow, I am so wanting a spring feel. But there it is with the lapis blue feature wall and the candlelight glow on my other walls. And I don't know, it feels warmer. It's not that taupey color that was in here. And the plantation shutters, it kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like in the natural light. Well, everything is pulled out of the guest room. It has been taped off, and the cracks have been filled and spackled, and they dried, and now primer has gone on those. I took the curtains off, of course, and we have a shutter that resembles our plantation shutter, so what I may do is not put the curtains back up and just use the plantation type shutter. It would be something different, give the room a different look. I also taped off the back wall. That one won't get painted today because I'm going to do a feature wall back there, but all these other walls are ready to go. The furniture has been moved to the center of the room, and I am ready to paint. So this is going to be the soft candlelight that is in my bedroom that I finished, and I'm just going to put that in here as well. So here we go, let's paint. Well, about 3 hours later, I have everything cut in around the edges, and I am ready to start doing walls. It takes a long time to cut around all the edges where the taping is, but it's worth it to have that time done. So next job. Finally, the guest room is done, and here is the big reveal. I think I'm pretty happy with it. It's a dark, kind of a teal green. I think it goes well with the bedding, and I did remove the curtains just to add some more light to the room. I think the soft candlelight gives it a brighter effect, and overall I think I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And one more room checked off and done. So glad. So I'm going to wait a little bit before I do the next room, give myself a little break, and then we'll move on to the next project. Painting has begun on my guest bathroom, or entry bathroom from the garage, and I am cutting in all the edges and going from kind of a dull, I really don't know what color was there, but I'm going to a Valspar creme brulee, which I think is much brighter and happier color than the dull that was there. And there's a window here to this side. It's got that privacy glass at the bottom, and then at the top you can still see out. But I had a crack that I had to fix, and I'm waiting for it to dry so I can redo it again over the tape that you put on over cracks. And I did dig into the crack like they said to do on some of the YouTube channels that I was watching about how to fix a crack in it's not plaster, but you know, the wall. And it says to do it twice and then sand it and then prime it, and then you can go ahead and paint it. But what I'm doing right now is preparing and getting everything ready while that's drying. So hopefully this will look nice and shiny and bright when I finish. Coming into my laundry room, I'm showing you that the bathroom that's right off of the garage, there's the garage door, is now complete. The creme brulee color by Valspar is on the wall. I still have the tape on, and I'm ready to take that off very soon and then get this bathroom back in order. And we left the light fixture because there's a turquoise panel behind the bulbs, and I really like that because it ties into the new rug and curtain that I got. This is an old vanity, but it's not in bad shape. It has a new faucet on it, so I'm not going to worry about getting rid of it. And it ties into the rest of the house. And so my goal today is to get into the laundry area, pull out the washer and dryer, get everything taped off here. And last night, after I finished the bathroom, I did the spackling for the cracks that were in the wall and holes that I needed to cover. And this is a really good product. I'll show you over here where I keep my painting supplies, which is really giving me anxiety because I cannot stand to see my kitchen messed up. But anyway, this is it's called Dry Dex, and it's pink when you put it on the wall. Here's my little container and my flex brush. Flex, not brush, but whatever this thing is called, joint knife, to put that all together. And then my paint bucket and my paint and my brushes and everything. Anyway, that's what I used to put or fix the cracks in the wall. We had some damage from our air conditioner up here on the wall, so I had to really work on that, get it going. So today I will be sanding this area where I fixed the cracks. There's even a crack above the bathroom door here. And then I've got to redo it one more time, let it dry. It takes a couple hours, sand it again, and then we'll be ready to prime it and get going. But while that's all drying, I can do my taping and get that ready, and then cut in my edges, and I will be ready to match the creme brulee to this. And I know it's hard to tell the difference, but I'll try to show when I start painting this area the difference in the colors so that it will kind of make sense. And then yesterday, this is just an old Formica top. You know, this house was built in the 70s, so this hasn't been changed. My dream would be granite, but that ain't gonna happen because, you know, retired teacher and finances go in other areas, and health-wise and otherwise. So I'm gonna just leave this and not worry about the burn spot that probably, I don't know if somebody had a candle that burned or whatever, but this just really looked horrible, and I forgot to do a before and after, but there was just some black crud, I don't know, all around the edges. So I took my scraper knife and got that all off and caulked this area where the two pieces come together, and it just looks so much better and so much cleaner and so much nicer. So that is the goal today, to get this room going. And then here is where I store my other paint material, and I moved the items that were in here in the laundry room in here. So the office is a mess once again. But I'm so glad I have a room that I can put everything in until I get it put back together. Well, here is the difference in color in the previous paint and the new paint. I didn't show that in the bathroom, but now you can kind of see. So the new paint is creme brulee, and I don't know what the old paint was. It was dull, it was dark, and now I feel like it's gonna make the laundry room a lot brighter. I am finally finished with my project. This painting the house has taken from January after Christmas until today. It's April the 6th, and I just finished removing tape from the hallway. I didn't do a lot of videoing in the hallway. I just kind of showed you that I was getting started, but I'll show you the finished product. It's, can't really tell that much. It's just a warmer color. Anyway, my journey has been 8 closets plus the pantry and the kitchen, laundry room, that bathroom, 4 bedrooms, one of them being the office, and my bathroom that I'm in right now. And I think that's all. I mean, I just feel like I've accomplished something. I mean, I'm not bragging on myself or anything. That's not at all what I mean. But I just feel like I accomplished something and got it done as well as I could. I'm a perfectionist, but I'm not perfect at what I do. I tried to do the best I could. I just knew that we couldn't afford to have it done, and I knew that if I wanted it done, I was going to have to do it. Now, the living room is a different story. I am going to have it done because it has vaulted ceilings that go up to an incline, and I cannot reach it. However, I did do the back wall by the fireplace because I could reach it. So that is done. I am just overwhelmed that it's finished. I'm thrilled to death. But anyway, I hope you enjoy looking at this journey, and thank you, Lord Jesus, for giving me the energy. Thank you, God, for allowing me to get this done, because I knew it needed to be done. We've been here 18 years, not much updating, and I just really felt like it needed a fresh coat of paint. And I got inspired by the new house across the street that looks so pretty, so that inspired me. So anyway, let's go look at the hallway, and then I'll show you what's going to happen in the living room. All right, coming out of my bedroom, this is the beginning of the hallway, and you can, it looks yellow. It's definitely not yellow. It's called Tea Light, also a Valspar color, and it's just, it's a warm color, warm ivory, I would say, maybe a little darker than ivory, but very warm, very welcoming. And I just think it goes so well with our old-fashioned 1970s wood that I am definitely not going to tackle trying to paint. Plus, I kind of like the wood, and hopefully someday it will come back in style. But anyway, bedroom, back bedroom done with the feature wall of hunter green, and curtains left off. No curtains, just the shutters. And I really like how that looks. And this was candlelight, soft candlelight in here. I didn't do anything to my daughter's bathroom because it is wallpapered with a very pale sage green stripe. And I know it's got the old-fashioned header up here with wallpaper, but it's just, I don't know, it's cute. It goes with her bathroom, and I think it's just fine. No changes there. And then, of course, you remember the scary, I thought it was going to be Pepto-Bismol, but I don't think it's that bad. I didn't turn on the light. Keeping the light off doesn't give it, it's just that rosy glow, which is what it was called. And I'm very happy with that. And then, of course, my bedroom, the feature wall was lapis blue. And here's what it looks like with the lights off. Just very welcoming, soft candlelight on the other walls. And I am super happy with the way it's turned out. The more I come in, the more I like it. I just like that feature wall. That's so my favorite color, blue. And then going into the living room, here is the vaulted ceilings that there's no way. I can't, I don't have the materials to go up that far. There are windows up here at the top. You know, I can't tackle that. That's just beyond my capabilities. So whoever does it, they're also going to have to fix a humongous crack in the wall that has been there since we have moved in. Never got anything done about it. It's an 18-year-old crack. Ugh. And then here's a wall that I did do. It's the same color that's in the hallway. You really can't tell that much difference. Maybe up here in the corner, you can see the warmer color versus the colder color. And I definitely like the warmer color, again, because it goes with the wood and the fireplace. So that wall is done, and this upper corner above the fake plant that's been there forever, and I just haven't taken it down, and my collection of teacups and vintage lady vase heads that I've collected over the years. So this wall is going to have to be done. That goes up. Another crack over here. And you can see how high it goes. So no, not for me. Didn't have to do anything in the kitchen. I'm leaving the wallpaper, which most people will gasp about, but I don't really care. I like it. I like the way it looks. It's just my vibe. I love fruit. The colors go good, and so I am leaving it alone. Here is the office. I'm not sure that I showed it completed. So here's another view. My husband, bless his heart, got in here and cleaned up all of his mess. This was completely filled with papers. Now it's clean and crisp and ready to be worked at. You know, a computer or something. I can come in here and work with my computer. This was a desk that my father built way back when we first married, and we needed a computer table, and he built that, and I just cannot let go of it. And then I have a cabinet that we cleaned out over here. It's full of old game systems and video cameras that eventually I'm going to get into. And we're needing to get rid of this monitor. It's an old computer, but you can see I have my Disney stuff around, and over here all the Disney stuff is going to stay, and the portrait of my daughter that was done in Disney World, and the cross stitch that my dad did of this image, which mimics those images. Thought that was so cool. Cleaned up this area a little bit, put the notes over here, my dad's guitar, my pianos, my home piano that's ancient, but I love it. This is going out in the garage as soon as I get it cleaned up. That's my painting supplies, but I got a really nice box to put the painting supplies in, and I hope I don't have to look at them again for a long time, please. And then here is the laundry room, and the creme brulee is what I used in here. I used creme brulee in here as well, so it would be a connection color. And then the laundry room goes on out here. I'm doing some laundry right now. The bathroom that's attached to this that goes right out into the garage, also creme brulee, and that's how it all looks. And now I get to go to the trash and get rid of all the stuff that I took off of the walls and everything. So it is done. I am happy. So again, thanks for coming along on this journey with me. And I just thank the Lord daily for more energy to do things that need to be done. I am now 63. I had a birthday last month, and I still want to be active, and I still want to do stuff. And it's spring, and I get to start walking again. I'm so excited about that. So thanks for watching Lora Loves Life and the painting journey. Have a wonderful day. God bless.